to stay in this, I have to believe that we can actually make these sets of changes. So, so these three areas, our work ends up, our root cause process, we end up collecting data around policies, around practices, and around beliefs. When Roy talks about the case studies, he'll give you an outline of what are the various sets of data that we actually collect. So let me give you a quick sense of some of the sample districts. So you have at least an idea of what are some of the rates of disproportionality. So, so this is the disproportionality rates for, I think I have here like 6 school districts. Around Black students in terms of ED, LD, and SLI, emotional disturbance, learning disability, speech language impairment. So what we see, so what you see up there is sort of some of the range of disproportionality patterns. Now what I have up there, and this is how we pay particular attention to disproportionality, is that we're looking at sort of the risk index, so the percentage of kids of that particular group that is in special education, right? So we're now looking at we also look at the percentage of that group in the entire special education population that is Black or that is Latino. We also look at that. But we are particularly interested in terms of that, within that group, what percentage of that group is in special education. Because it allows for us to ask the question of school districts is not only sort of overall classification patterns, but of that group, of the Black students that are walking around in your school district, how many of them have a special education classification? So it allows for us to actually change to have a conversation around, so for example, the top, that top line, that district, when we first started with them, we started with them in 05, 06, and they had around 53% of their Black students with special ed. They have 135 Black students in their school district. 53% of them were special education. Yes, Beth.
You're saying 50% of the Black kids or 50% of the program was Black?
No, 50% of the Black kids.
The risk index.
Yes.
We're established.
Huh?
We're all
The classification.
Yeah. And and they reasoned all of it. When we went in to do the records review, they were like, "Oh no, here we'll show you how we actually got with each one of those kids."
So what was the comparison group? Like, what was white kids
So
by
Black
comparison?
kids, just to put in the risk ratio comparison, they were 4 times more likely to be classified in those groups compared to any other.
And one of the issues, I think, is smaller districts really, and I don't know how you make the data constant, because it's much harder, I think, to get that kind of astounding rate when you're a large district.
Right. To a degree,
I mean,
yes.
my first reaction was, generally, my first reaction is, I bet there was a small district.
It's, well, yeah, generally. I mean,
Well,
you
you come from urban America.
Right, exactly. It's about 4,000
Yeah.
kids in that school district, if I remember correctly. So it's a relatively...
Not that changes
Right.
the impact, but
Right.
it's...
But, and that's part of why we like to also look within the group to pay particular attention to it, given that, the Black population is such a small percentage of the school district, and looking within there to see such a large percentage of them existing in special education, raise a lot of red flags.
What happens if you take language out?
We take language out, what do you mean?
So you're only looking at ED and LD. Does the
Oh, those two